And we can get hold of the symbol that's stored in the first square of this specific winning combination we're taking a look here by accessing GameBoard, which is this multi-dimensional array here. Keep that in mind. And then we first use combination 0.row. Now, combination is one of these elements, and it's now this first element in this winning combination we're taking a look at. So it's this element. This is the first element in this winning combination. Or this would be the element in the next winning combination, in the next iteration of this for loop, where we go through all winning combinations. And we're now extracting the row to access a row in our game board. And then once we access the row, we want to access a column in the game board to access one specific square there with help of combination 0 column. And it's now the same logic for the second and third square. The difference is just that it's now combination 1 row and combination 1 column and combination 2 row and combination 2 column. So that step by step we go through the different squares that make up one winning combination, and we take a look at the symbols that are stored in our game board in these different squares. So now with that, we simply extracted the different squares for the different winning combinations. And of course, now we want to check if they're all equal, because we know that the game is over if for a possible winning combination, all symbols are equal, like we, for example, have it here. This would be one possible winning combination, and all symbols are equal. So now to check if they're equal, we can start by adding an if check, and start by checking if first square symbol is truthy. So I don't even want to start by comparing this to anything, I just want to check if it's not null, basically. Because null in JavaScript is treated as a falsy value, and of course if the value in my game board at a specific position is still null, I don't need to continue checking if it's equal to the other squares in that winning combination, because that square has then not been selected by a player yet. But if it is truthy, I want to add another condition here, and I want to check if the first square symbol is equal to the second square symbol. Because the first square has been selected and some symbol has been found in there, now I want to check if it's the same symbol as in the second square of this winning combination. And if that's the case, there's a last check I want to perform, and I want to check if this first square symbol is also equal to the third square symbol. Because if all three conditions here are met, I know that all three squares of this winning combination contain the same symbol. And in that case, we have a winner. So in that case, I know that the symbol that can be found in these squares is the symbol of the winning player. Therefore, here we can add a winner variable, which initially is undefined or null, whatever you want, because we have no winner yet. But if we make it into this if check, I'll set winner equal to first square symbol. So to the symbol of the player who won. And now we can use this winner variable to conditionally show some game over message if it is defined. So if it is not undefined. Therefore, down here, maybe above the game board, we can use this shortcut with this double ampersand operator to check if winner is truthy, if it's an X or an O, and in that case, we could output a paragraph where we say you won, and then we output the symbol of the winner, and maybe an exclamation mark thereafter. Now that's not the final UI I want to have, but it's a start. And with that, if we save this and I reload, I see no message here. But if we now make sure that we do win, for example by completing this diagonal combination, I indeed get U1X. because indeed it is the player with the symbol X that won here. Now if I reload again and I make sure that the player with the O wins this time, I get U1O. Now I can still continue playing the game thereafter, which is definitely not the behavior I want, but you can see that we are able to identify a winner, and therefore now as a next step, I want to make sure that we show a nicer game over screen.